G'day guys, Sean White aka Big Whitey. We're back here at the Finshore PD National Conference actually with a very, very special guest, fresh coming off the stage. Can you just tell us your name and the company you work for, please?
Sure, I'm Tammy Barton. I'm the founder and director of personal budgeting company MyBudget.
You probably recognise the face from TV because I've seen you on TV for not many years,
I'm
but
a bit older these days.
you've actually looked younger than from
well,
being on
nice.
television. What's the secret?
Well, I think, they say television adds 10 pounds and makes you look older. It's true. It is true because I'm definitely older and I've got a lot more wrinkles now.
Okay, tell me what's the favourite part of what you do?
My favourite part of what I do is the impact that we have on clients' lives. Just changing someone's life, seeing that relief, when they know that they're on track to achieving their financial goals and don't have to worry anymore. I mean, there is actually no better feeling than knowing you've significantly changed the future of someone's life in a more positive way and that you're contributing positively to society. That's what drives me, that's what excites me every single day.
Where did the idea come from?
I was working at a solicitor's firm, and part of my role there was to look after a small debt collection firm that they owned. And in that role, I saw the impact that debt was having on people's lives. And it wasn't just the financial impact. It was the impact that it was having on their marriages, their relationships, their work, because they were so stressed out about their financial situations, yet earning good money and had good jobs. They just needed a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance to manage that money more appropriately. We don't go cut our own hair, do we? We go to a hairdresser. So, that's what we do. We manage your money for you.
Did you see it as an opportunity to make money as a business, or did you want to serve people and help humans? Where do you think you really came from?
I came from wanting to just help that person and go, okay, I can help you. I can help you do this. I can solve your problem for you. Now, I realised that I was a young girl. I was 22. I had a mortgage. I couldn't do it for free, but all I had to do was...
22 and a mortgage, wow.
I bought my house when I was 19.
No arrears?
No arrears. And back then, the interest rates were like 7% as well. So, I had bills to pay. But I thought if I could charge a fee that was just fair and reasonable, that covered my expenses, I could still help the client and I could make a business out of it. And I was 22, so I thought, well, if it doesn't work out, I'm still young enough to recover. I'm 44 now, so would I be as courageous now if I was in the same position financially and young kids or about to have kids? I would probably be a lot more nervous about jumping head first. But when you're 22, they're the types of things you do.
Let's talk some numbers. How many on the team and what does your business look like now?
So about 250 staff. Most of those are in our head office.
Is it true you get paid last or first?
Last.
Good boss.
Paid last. I mean, through times when the business hasn't grown, I've gone, well, we still need to invest. We still need to invest in our growth. We don't need to shut projects down just because, we didn't have the best couple of months or whatever it might be, and we haven't got the growth that we thought we were going to get. It's just about being really measured in our approach and staying the course and disciplined on what our top priorities are for the business.
So where do you reckon next for your business?
We would like to continue to help more people in Australia, obviously, and expand our service offering here. But really,
how many customers do you have?
We've got 20,000 across Australia.
Congrats.
Thank you. But we know that our service and product will work in other countries as well, like the UK, like the US, like Canada, all the Western countries.
Credit
countries, people who like to borrow money and live a good life, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that.
What do you think with those 20,000 that you're serving, what real impact do you think filters through to their families? And I'm not talking economically, but mentally, physically, spiritually. What impact do you really think you're having?
We have done a little bit of research about that, and we believe that it's 3 out. Okay, so it's their children. If they've got grandchildren, it's their grandchildren, because their parents don't fight about money anymore. They teach them good financial skills, good financial literacy. So we really think when we go, okay, we're not just helping 20,000, we're actually helping more like 80,000 people in the community by helping that 20%, that 20,000. It might be their employers or their aunties and uncles who they've been borrowing money from, who they're having an impact on their life. There's all different ranges. I mean, I said before inside the conference room that money has such a big impact on our life, right? The way in which we manage it has a big impact because so much about our life intertwines with money. Now, that's not to say money makes you happy, but the way in which you manage it is really important to your life turning out the way that you want it to.
Now, you're into budgeting.
Yes.
How much do you spend on shoes and handbags?
Oh, God. Beep, beep, beep. Turn the camera off.
No. Can you answer that or not? Is there red underneath her shoe? Is there any particular routine or ritual that you follow for your health, mental health, etc.?
Yeah, well,
Well-being?
I really like to make sure, there's a lot of things that I do actually, but I really like to make sure I'm exercising at least 5 times a week, and I like to get it done in the morning because by the afternoon I'm too tired and I make excuses.
What time?
Normally 6:30. So I'm not like one of these, my husband gets up at 4:45 and he's at the gym by just...
Gets kicked out?
Yeah, he goes.
Or he actually wakes up on his own accord?
No, he goes, he gets up. I can't wake up that early, but I like, getting good sleep. I wear a sleep ring at night that tracks my sleep, and I like to make sure I get good 8 hours sleep, but I'm getting my deep sleep and my REM sleep and all of that. And I just like, I like to be asleep, in bed, lights out, 10 o'clock at night, and getting that good solid.
No technology?
No, well, we watch a little bit of TV, but we switch it off. And I haven't journaled yet, but I just bought a journal this week because I want to start doing that at night as well and writing all the things that I'm grateful for, but I can't talk to that yet because I haven't started it.
Just on that, gratitude.
I mean,
how much do you practice it and what does it mean to you?
I think I'm a naturally grateful person. I grew up with a young family, we didn't have a lot. We had enough, but we didn't have a lot. So, and having a disabled brother, we couldn't do a lot because we were restricted because we couldn't go out for dinners, we couldn't go on holidays. The best we could do was fish and chips, and have it at home.
Wrapped in paper.
That's sort of, that was our takeaway, or a bit of Chinese.
Now you're down to your last $10. How are you going to spend it?
If I didn't need to spend it, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably keep
Save
it just in case.
They're going to make a movie about the life of you. A, who's going to play you? And B, what is it going to be called? I'm
kind of like a Drew Barrymore or an Alicia Silverstone or something like that. Not too high-end Hollywood flashy, but just someone that you can relate. Yeah, that you can relate to. And then what would it be called? How the did she do that? No, I don't know.
That stays. You're on a 22-hour flight coming home from Europe. Who's one person you don't want to sit to, and you can't actually say yourself?
I don't know. Who wouldn't I want to sit next to? I thought you were going to say, who do you want to sit next to?
Let's go with that. Who do you want to?
I'd like to sit next to Oprah. I reckon she'd be really interesting. Like someone like Michael Jordan.
What last piece of advice on living a good life or good business would you like to say?
I think just don't think about what you can get out of life, what you can get. Think about what you can give and what value you can give, because then you'll get everything out of life that you ever wanted, because you're giving so much value to other people. Wow. And I think that means a lot.
Well, very well said. Tammy, it's been a pleasure.
Lovely to meet you. Yeah, that was a great
Thank you.
interview.
Really appreciate it.